Hi YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you my Spyderco Grasshopper. This is the largest of the three sort of keychain Spyderco knives. The bug, the honeybee, and this, the grasshopper. Looking at the size of it, closed, it's 70mm, which is just under 3 inches. Open, the grasshopper is 130mm, which is about 5 inches. The blade length is 52mm, so just over 2 inches, and it's really sharp on the end. It was actually very sharp out of the box. Yeah, it came sharp out of the box. It's blunt now because I've used it quite a lot, and in a later video I'll be showing you how to sharpen, but the point is still sharp. And in fact, when I first got it, I had lots of nicks on my fingers. It's really sharp to handle. You can see here the steel is 12C27, so that's one of the Sandvik steels. It's a low-end high chromium steel, a good all-round blade steel, easy to sharpen and holds a decent edge, and of course it's corrosion resistant. Closing it up, you can see it's actually really well centered for such a relatively cheap knife. It has a good look about it overall. The handle is brushed steel. It has the Spyderco logo on it. It does have a small lanyard hole here, but you'll have to use fairly small cordage to fit through. It could go on a keychain. I think it's a little bit big for that, and if you look at my keychain video, it would be too much for my keychain. But I could see that some people might do. Probably the bug or the honeybee is more suited to go onto a keychain. Just looking at holding it, it fits really well in the hand. It's a full 3 or almost 4 finger hold for there. And one of the big things about this is that it's quite difficult to close on your fingers because of the choil and the curve here. And when you hold it, it feels very precise in your hand. It almost has a sort of a surgical, scalpel-like precision about it. And as I said, the end is particularly sharp. So, should we see how it cuts? We'll do the paper cut test. I've used it a lot, so it's not particularly sharp. I wouldn't run my thumb along it, but it certainly doesn't feel sharp just placing my thumb on there. With the cut test, it still cuts really well. I think that's due to the profiling on the blade. The actual point of the knife is very precise. So even though, as I say, it's not sharp, you do get a very clear cut, and it's very easy to maneuver. So I certainly recommend this if you've got any precise cutting that you need to do, and you don't want to use a craft blade. This certainly works really well. And here's the comparison shot. So here are all of my EDC knives, the ones that I carry on a regular basis. At the top we have the Real Steel Luna. Next to that we've got the Victorinox Pioneer X. Then we have the Boca Barlow Expedition, the Spyderco Grasshopper, and the Midnight Manager. You can see that the actual blade length compares quite well with the Boca Barlow, and obviously it looks huge compared to the Midnight Manager. So this is one that I carry quite a lot. I work in an office, so it's quite small in my pocket. It's great for cutting fruit. Although I do find it a bit sharp. For a small knife, it has got quite an aggressive looking blade. It's definitely UK legal, and it's a really nice knife to carry in your pocket.